down.
What's going on, guys? So I'm in my truck, I guess as usual. We got a couple errands to run today. I got a really late start for the day, but that was on purpose. Usually I work. Today's Thursday, the 15th. And I usually work on Thursdays, but because this is spring break, I don't have to work today. So today I just got to sleep in a little bit and kind of do what I want to do, get a slower start to the day than having to get up first thing in the morning. But I wanted to talk about influences, and without trying to get like too serious or too emotional about anything, we take care of my wife's little cousin every week, maybe at least once a week, you know. And I say take care of her, she really just comes and hangs out with us, you know. She comes and hangs out. It's awesome for us, it's awesome for her. Like, we always have a good time. And in doing that, I try to be a positive influence in her life, and I try to teach her things, not necessarily that she's not being taught or that she won't be taught, but just things that kind of come to mind, you know. And I live a different lifestyle than other people in her life, so there's things that I expose her to or that she's around with me that she wouldn't necessarily be around with some of the other family members. So one of those things is guns, and this is kind of off topic, but one of those things is guns, and she knows a lot about gun safety. We talk about gun safety. I have guns in my house, you know. I talk about guns in a lot of my videos. So one thing that I ensure that, you know, is ingrained in her mind is guns aren't scary by any means. However, they're not toys. You know, we talk about gun safety, and we talk about, you know, if you see a gun, what do you do? And, you know, she knows when there's a gun in the house, don't touch it, you know. And there's times that I will fully unload a gun and kind of just leave it there, and just to see kind of what, you know, if I'm going to get any kind of reaction. And she'll usually go and tell me, hey, there's a gun over here. Okay, cool, thank you. And that it is what it is, you know. And she's caught on to that concept. So I feel like hopefully I'm becoming, or I am a positive influence in her life. And the reason I wanted to talk about her today was one thing I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a morning person by any means, and I don't like being woken up at all. I set an alarm, and in my head I know that that's when I will wake up. And for a million different reasons I get woken up. You know, whether it's, hey, let's go get something to eat, or hey, I'm bored, or whatever the case is, I get woken up for a million different things. And it's fine. For me, it's just like that first hour that I am awake, don't talk to me, you know. That's just, I'm not a morning person. I don't like waking up. So anyway, so I got a phone call. I got multiple phone calls this morning, multiple text messages this morning, from our little cousin Ebony, who is 6 years old, you know. And I was like, man, I told myself I'm sleeping in today. I'm not waking up for anything. I'm not doing anything. So she calls. I end up talking to her, and I could never be upset or mad at this little girl, but in this situation, even more so, because she thought about me and was calling me to see if I wanted breakfast. She knew that I was home. She knew that my wife was working, and she knew that I was just going to be there by myself. And this 6-year-old called me and asked what I wanted for breakfast, you know. And so her and her mom went, and they grabbed me, you know, some kolaches. They grabbed me a donut. They grabbed me chocolate milk, because she asked me what kind of coffee I wanted. And I said, I'm not a big coffee person. And she says, what about chocolate milk? And I said, I love chocolate milk. So she says, okay. And she called and texted back and forth to confirm that she had everything right, and came by my house, and I wasn't even fully out of bed yet. She goes and says, I'm on my way, and knocks on my door, and I had breakfast waiting for me, you know. So that was a cool deal for me, you know. As much as I hate waking up early in the morning, as much as I am not a morning person, if there's a way to start your day, that's it, you know. So I just thought that was a really cool deal. Like I said, today I have a doctor's appointment. Right now I'm actually running to the gun store I know nothing new there, but I'm running to the gun store, and it's actually not for one of my guns. I'm actually going to be dropping off, hopefully, if they have the sights, and I think they do, they have the sights that I'm looking for. I'm going to be dropping my wife's gun off to get fiber optic sights put on it. Hopefully next month. She's going to be doing a handgun course so that she can start carrying her pistol with her everywhere that she goes. So what I want to do is I trick my guns out kind of, I don't want to say too much because of my skill level, and I'm not an expert or I'm not amazing by any means, but because of my skill level, growing up with guns, being in the military, my glasses just fell. Growing up with guns, being in the military, now being law enforcement, I've been exposed to guns my whole life. I've had guns my whole life. I've shot guns my whole life. So my skill level is just greater than what my wife's is because she didn't grow up with guns. She never shot guns. It wasn't until here recently that we went out and we shot guns together, and she's familiar with them, not necessarily comfortable with them. So I'm not doing any kind of modifications to her gun that is going to be, you know, too much for her to handle or just too eccentric. Right now we just did I did a grip on her gun. It's just a little Talon grip, just so she has a little, you know, a better purchase on the gun, so that when it comes time that she goes to the range and starts practicing, or, you know, she actually needs to use the gun, it's going to be easier for her to hold on to that gun. The other thing is I'm getting fiber optic sights put on this gun, and that's just because for me and my experience and everything, you know, that I've looked at and everything that I've done, it's so much easier for your eye to catch that fiber optic sight than it is just the stock Glock sights. And if I could gripe about anything about a Glock, which I'm a huge Glock person, I have multiple Glocks, I've customized Glocks, I've shot Glocks for a long time, but if I had any gripe about Glocks, it would be the stock sights that come on, I would say 90% of Glocks, 95% of Glocks, because they do have packages with night sights and stuff like that, which are fantastic, but the stock sights on Glocks I'm just not a fan of. So that's what we're going to upgrade right now. Hopefully I'll drop that off, make it to my appointment, and then we'll see what else we have going on for the day. Hey, what's going on, guys? It is the next day. As you guys can tell, my garage is just torn apart right now. So starting on some spring cleaning, but this isn't all for nothing. So I'm cleaning this out so that I can make room for something. And if all goes well, then you guys will see what it is. So I wasn't gonna bore you guys with me cleaning and doing all that and me walking back and forth with the time lapse and all that. So I'm about halfway done. I've been working all morning, and then I'll be finishing up here in a little bit, and then you guys will see what I made room for, hopefully. So we'll see how this goes. All right, guys, I'm really excited right now. I know 9 times out of 10, whenever I talk to you guys, I go to Academy, or make sure I'm not gonna get run over, leaving Academy, buying something from Academy. I bought something else from Academy, something I've been wanting for a really long time. So I'll show you guys what it is here in a minute. That's how big what I'm buying is. I had to borrow my father-in-law's trailer. The truck's dirty. Had to borrow his trailer. What is going on, everybody? I am done for the day. Almost time to go to dinner. My wife's gonna be getting off of work, but I did want to show you guys a little better view of what we have. So check this out. So this is my new Canon safe. It's a 64 gun safe. I don't remember the number off the top of my head. But I'll show you guys that here in a second. I already have it unlocked, so I didn't push the code while you guys are watching. Right now it's empty. So the next thing I gotta do is go grab my guns and get them, put them in my new safe. So we are done for the day. All right, guys, so we got most of my guns in here. Got pistols on this side, some long rifles, shotguns, bows. I still have a couple of guns hidden in the house so I can get to them just in case an intruder gets here. And then a couple other ones hidden in other random places. But this is a majority of what I do have. So we still have more things to come, more things that are going to come in here. But I'm definitely happy with this purchase. So as usual, thank you all for watching my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.